All right, this week as we read, our target skill is sequence of events. And you can find this section that I'm about to read to you if you click one page over from our vocabulary. So if you go to Think Central and open vocabulary and click over or over arrow one time, you'll be able to see this as well. So our target skill is sequence of events. As you read The Earth Dragon Awakes, notice the sequence or order, so sequence means the order, in which events take place. Notice also the main sequence of events is interrupted once to tell the story from another point of view. To keep track of the sequence, look for details including dates and times of day, as well as signal words such as when, now, then, and again. Use a graphic organizer like this one to help you keep track of the order in which the events happen. So as we read today, I want us to make a sequence of events organizer. And I'm going to start it out to show you what I mean, and then you can continue with it. So, if we open our story by clicking one page over again, you'll see The Earth Dragon Awakes. And on page 1, it gives us a brief summary of what's going to be happening. So right here, it is 5:12 a.m. on Wednesday, April 18th in 1906 in San Francisco's Chinatown. Chen and his father Ah-Seng are in the apartment. They're washing up, getting ready to go to the Travis's house, where Ah-Seng works to send money to his wife in China. Their friend Ah-Quan lives nearby. So that is giving us a description of what we are going to do, what we're going to be reading from this point of view. As we read this story, we're going to write on our page to create our sequence of events. Now it told us back here that it means the order of things. Look for dates and times as well as signal words. So I see dates and times. So I'm going to say and I'm not going to write the exact time, because when I'm trying to remember the story, I don't think that I am going to need to remember all that, but I'm going to say it's early, 5:12. That's super early in the morning. I don't get up that early. I don't know if you guys do. I doubt it. So, early, I'm going to underline it so I remember in my mind. Early Wednesday morning. And I abbreviated Wednesday. And I'm just going to put the year, because that is telling me that it happened a long time ago, 1906, in San Francisco, Chinatown. In San Francisco. All right. So I have all of that written. That's giving me my setting, where this story is taking place. Now I'm going to read this section here and here and write my summary of what happens. So as you read through here, you'll see this is where the earthquake happens. Everything starts to tremble, okay? Read through this and write your summary of what happened early Wednesday morning, 1906 in San Francisco. So our brief little summary is going to be everything trembles. And if I don't remember what trembles means, I'm going to put shakes. What happens? I'm reading through here to find what I want to summarize. I like down here when it says beneath them, unseen timbers crack like sticks. The next instant, one side of the room tilts upward. They slide helplessly with all the furniture toward the opposite wall. Chin feels like a doll. Their belongings crash and thump as they pile up. So what's happening in that paragraph? Their apartment is crashing to the ground. And I'm using an exclamation mark there. Like, that's crazy. Their apartment is crashing to the ground. Keep reading. Okay, the very end says the ceiling drops on them. That's important because that tells me, that makes me picture that they are trapped. They are buried. So I'm going to put that on my page. Their apartment is crashing to the ground. The ceiling falls. Okay, just a brief description of what happened early Wednesday morning. Now, if we go back to our graphic organizer, we'll see that it looks like this. Make sure that's in the camera. Okay, so notice that I did not draw my box first and then try to fit everything in a tiny box. I wrote first. Now I'm going to draw my box around that to show that all of this goes together. And then I'm going to put an arrow. And my arrow shows me it's a sequence. So what happens next? What happens after that? So I'm going to return to my page that I was on. And what happens next? Look, we have a different section to write about now. It is still Wednesday morning, but it says underneath San Francisco. Underneath the city? That's crazy. So what you're going to do is continue the sequence of events by writing the day and time that it happens and what happened. And then you're going to go to the next page. It's a new day and time, so you're going to write what happens next. Then what happens? Then what happens? So let's see. I'll count to make sure we see how many sections we should have when we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have 4 boxes completed when you're done. If you have any questions, please let me know.